Hi, this is for my friend Ragesh K, who is doing International School of Business and Research, Bangalore. Okay, and he's a PG student, and his roll number is 18116. So he has some questions for me. So let me go through it. So the nature of business. Okay, so the nature of business means what is the type of business I am doing. So I have a company called Tachlog Private Limited. It's more than 7+ years old, and basically it's an electronics related company, and we do design service in the embedded system field, not only on the embedded system, in some part of the mechanical parts, stuff like that. So basically we do service for the product development. So actually in the initial stages I used to work for different companies to make their product realize. So it's almost a long journey. It's 7 years. So things are going really good for me on the stages. So we came across to deal with our own product also. So in the meanwhile I could explain in that too manner. So the nature of business is purely on embedded system, because we are into product development on electronic stuffs. And then what promote to start? Yes. So I have a curious craze with embedded system, like how the electronic stuffs work and things like that. So initially I used to work in that particular domain itself, and in Kerala there is not that much opportunity to work in that platform. In the initial stages I work with some companies, and I have an initial problem, like a freelancer getting the bill paid and everything is very difficult. If I go and tell that I am Pratheesh and I am able to do this much of work, they are not willing to believe me, because it's a person job, so the risks are much higher. So the interface is totally different. So what happened is that I just started to thinking of a company, and then I go for a private limited company and registered as a private limited company in the name of Tachlog Private Limited. Then the things become really easy to do my job and get the payment in the name of Tachlog is really good. So after that 1 or 2 years gone, in the meanwhile things are really getting out of my hand, because I am getting a little bit higher version of my jobs in the platform. So I need to add more people. So for the first 2 to 3 years, I think I am the only one employee who is doing the technical part, the business part, and the accounts part. So it's really a hard job, and it was really a bootstrap kind of thing. So bootstrap in the sense it's totally, I don't know how to deal with that kind of stuff, but I learned from my experience. That's the initial stage of mine. After that things are really so I need to add more people. So to add more people, it's really a kind of thing, like an HR perspective kind of thing. We need to consider the employee perspective. So on the initial stages I don't have that much experience, so I learn from my experience. That's okay. So that's how I started, but my intentions were pretty clear that after 2015, a couple of years, like 2013 gone, 14, 15, then I started really focusing on how I can make things happen. So on that perspective, I started working with many associated companies and started doing their projects and stuff, like in a service perspective. So on that aspect, I started things are going really well, and I need to add more people, more technically capable people. So in the embedded platform, to get somebody trained is a hard job, because we don't get any people which is ready to run. So it takes a couple of months to do the training. Then after that only we get things done. Because there is one more problem that generally happens with us, because with one or two experience, the company is not really expanding like what the employee get expanded. That means the employee get more opportunity, more salary package outside. So that makes us to train new set of employees. So that's a really a difficult portion of the things getting really into the pace. So we need to start thinking differently, like more income need to come, more development need to come. So to make things excited, everyone need excitement, then only I'm not telling that money is one of the factor, but excitement means the new R&D, new capability to learn, new approaches, and a high risk is also there. So things really started to go well. We started thinking of IoT related products also, and we had a German client who is into this kind of home based systems and office based systems. So we created them the interfaces, the switching controls. That is a learning curve for us, because their quality standards are much higher. So that put the learning curve into a higher standards, because we need to search for more alternative solutions to switch something, like in case of relay we switch solid state devices. So that was a really good learning curve for us, and things goes so we thought of our own product also, and we came into a new venture, because creating a product in a startup environment is not that much easy, because we need the product development, need a bigger team. So me and my colleague company called Livaris Technologies, Troncart is a new venture for us. So we deal with the hardware and the embedded system of the Troncart, and Livaris Technology is the company who is dealing with it. So a new venture was born in 2017, in the middle of 2017, and from that onwards a portion of our R&D is spent on Troncart, and we have new products like Flow, which is a water meter, which is an ultra low power water meter, and a Smart Grow, which is a smart irrigation system, which is an intelligent way to irrigate a plant in a larger scale version and in a smaller scale version. So two products are there in the market for us, and the second, the third question is initial challenges. Yeah, initial challenges. So as I told you that being an engineer and doing the accounting stuff is really difficult for me. So I have the lack of knowledge, stuff like that. That was one of the really challenges, and picking how to be from an amateur perspective to a matured. The company need to be in the systematic process. So that's a really difficult from the amateur to a professional way. Took some time, because it doesn't mean that the deliverability is one of the major issue, but it's the timing and stuff like that. That was my initial challenges. And bootstrap funding was really a hard job, because sometimes you don't have a single penny in your account, and sometimes you have enough money in your account. That happens. So bootstrapping is one of the nobody will believe you, no bank will give you a loan. So that's the capital. The company requires a minimum capital to run. Without that capital, the company may get stuck. So on that perspective, that was one of the major challenges. Then things are going really well for us. So the initial changes was similar like that. Role and the ecosystem in support. Okay, role of the ecosystem. Role of the ecosystem means how the ecosystem. So in the starting, in the 2013, Kerala is not that much famous for startup or startup kind of thing. I think mine is also one of the mine is not one of the first startups, but before the startup boom, I had a startup that I can definitely see. So the ecosystem, because with the ecosystem, I am able to know that a chartered accountant need to be there in the company to give the accounting process and stuff. And the ecosystem was there. So if I ask somebody, they are providing me sufficient support. So there is an ecosystem there, we can communicate. But like how to write a business plan, if I ask them, there are more companies who have given me the support. So that way we are also providing the others also the support what we gain from us. If somebody asks how to register a company or something like that, we definitely give them a feedback how to do that. And now the ecosystem has really changed, because people are really focused on startups kind of thing. But my perspective is that startup is not what things like a job or something like that. There is a problem that might occur, the financial status and something which the company may suffer in bad situation or something like that. On that we need to be self-motivated. So and the courage we need to give for our team and everything. That's a pretty high thing. So other than that, the ecosystem now is really good. Internal family and friends. So my mother is my director in my company, so I have enough support from the family. Without my father's support, I won't be able to do that, because my father is an senior super SC in ONGC, so he given me the permission to run my own company. So that was one of my, if he never supported me or he put a break in my entrepreneur career, so it won't go in this manner. So that's there. And my sister, she is always there for me. So that's my family. Friends, I have few friends who given me the total support, like if you need to go like this and stuff like that. And I have few friends which I totally disclose my my problems and stuff. So I do get support from them, because in my system I need to share with somebody, say, so it will be from my friends and stuff. And external bank support. Frankly speaking, no bank will give you any loan without security. So that's from the bank perspective. And government, government, actually you need to find opportunities. Like it's not that much easy to say like the government will support your startup. You don't need to pay taxes, you don't need to bear your expenses. I think that's not startup. Startup is a purely a struggle. that you have to face, because that's like that. You need to file the returns, you need to pay the taxes, you need to bear the rent, stuff like that. So that's nobody need to bear. But I can tell you from my company perspective, there is a propulsion unit called IASU. So from that we get more projects. So being a startup, we had more advantages. So to convince them, then we have the advantages to talk to them. And with an MSME platform, so MSME has its own advantages. So to talk with somebody with the higher officials, it was not that much difficult for us to do. So that's one area from the government which is pretty high. And there are GOs, like government orders, like for the startup kind of projects. So if you are capable, you can take the project. So it's a way we are able to bootstrap our company. Mentoring. So we do have mentoring supports. Like there are people from Trivandrum who is really on entrepreneurship. So it's there. We had taken like multiple people their insight, because I can't ask my dad how to do a business, because he is not really a businessman. But I can ask, I can tell you, Loktik Hari, he is my friend, a big brother, and my true insight how to do a business, because I had seen him how to do the business, taking risks, stuff like that. So in my aspect also, I really asked him how to deal with my situations. I had really hard times when it's on 2017 and stuff like that. So on that time, he himself supported me really well. So that's there, the mentoring. Not like so that's the thing. And incubation. Frankly speaking, for Tachlog, we haven't taken any incubation. So it was incubation may be good for us, but haven't taken the incubation. But in future onwards, we may take incubations. In incubation, no, it's not like that. In like taking an incubation space, you have a collaborative team to work, because the neighbor company also, the position to be positive, stuff like that will be always there. So taking an incubation is not there. And sharing the information, like you can hide something your company need to hide, but some items you can collaboratively work. So incubation is one of the key parameter you can consider. Then etc. So so startup is something which is not that much easy. That's my insight, sorry. But it's not that much really hard also, because I really enjoyed the last 7 years, because I spent almost 8 to 9 hours in an office. I used to work for Monday to Saturday, and from the Monday onwards we need to get fresh and start running, because we enjoy what we do. So that's one thing which is we are seriously about. It's not a joke or something like that. It's not a startup is not kind of a joke or something like that, but we are really serious about it. And things will the money and stuff, we can't go and initially generate money, but money comes with passion. That's my thought process. If the products really hit the market and and the R&D you are doing will get definitely paid off. So it's, I think, hard job really pays. So but need to take risk. That's one of the major concern in the startup. And okay, that's the thing. So for Rakesh, Rakesh is my friend. We are colleague in doing the engineering. So right now he's thinking of doing a business study and stuff, and that's his points for the interview. So I think all the best for his studies and everything. Thank you.